mute this bad boy. Namaste, everybody. Super excited to share with you my eczema journey. Yeah. So if you've ever been to any of my Warriors of Sin or different types of yoga training, I talk about dosha and how we're predisposed to have certain conditions. And so if you've never taken a dosha test, go ahead and take the dosha test. And if you want more information, I can send you a list of like your traits and qualities and predisposed kind of disposition and what type of yoga you should be doing depending upon your dosha. So there's Eastern and Western philosophies, correct? And so I like the hybrid of both because I like to have the technology. I think it's very important to get a blood sample annually to kind of know where you're at, where your vitamins, your minerals, and all those things. Me relocating to Colorado was really good for me spiritually. It's really healing for me. It brought back a lot of great memories of times with my dad, of going to Pikes Peak and Manitou and all these amazing places. So it's been a really great healing process on the journey and the path. It's also allowed me more time in nature, to spend a lot more time and be really connected, to be surrounded by trees and the creek and everything else. So it's been really great, except it's extremely dry. And then we have radiant wall heaters. So it even takes even more moisture out. So looking back at my dosha, I've been predisposed for eczema and dry skin and acne and things like that. So 2 years ago, I had this bad breakout. Started off really small and then it got really worse. I'm going to include some photos. And so if you don't understand the concept of eczema, it's like your skin is burning, but at the same time somebody's taking their fingernails and just clawing and ripping open your skin deep. And I was in a very dark place mentally. I did not want to live my life in this method, in this vein at all. I was really struggling. And the VA had sent me to an off-site physician. And basically I sat down with them and I said, look, I don't know what needs to change. If I need to move out of Colorado, I am more than happy to move. But I've never had this before. I don't understand what's going on. Do I need to change my diet? Do I need to change what I'm eating? What needs to change? And he basically said, this just happens. Take this Duplexant, and I'll include a shot of what I was having to take. And I was taking this every 2 weeks. And I said, I can't do this. I cannot put this kind of medicine in this shot in my body every 2 weeks for the rest of my life. I need a different solution. Went back to him, and he could tell that I was just very frustrated because this just doesn't happen. That's an excuse. There's other things and other remedies. And all he wanted to do is pump me full of steroids and different things like that. So I went back to the VA and I said, I want to see somebody at the VA. And they sent me to this amazing lady in-house, amazing dermatologist. And basically what she prescribed was Vanicream, which is great. CeraVe is another one. And then this topical ointment. So I stopped taking those shots, and now let me kind of tell you my process of what I've been doing and what works for me. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to work for everybody, but what I'm saying for me and my journey and my path, the most pivotal point, of course, besides being moisturized as much as possible, is my diet. And I'll put a post up there of anti-inflammatory foods. What was crazy is that I also get Botox for my migraines, and when I went into the neurologist to see him, he asked me about my neck. He goes, you got some kind of breakout? I said, yeah, I have this crazy eczema breakout. And he goes, oh, stay away from nightshades, stay away from dairy, da-da-da. He gave me a list of things, and this is the neurologist for my Botox. He was more informative than the dermatologist that I'd been seeing off campus. Of course, when I went to the VA, this lady was extremely informative. So let me tell you my daily routine, the things that has worked for me, and just suggestions. So the first thing is your meal plan. Get anything that causes inflammation out of your diet, 100%. I know that's going to be probably a challenge for some of you, but no alcohol, very, very little sugar, if any sugar at all. So anything that you've bought in a can or a jar or a box probably has sugar in it, get rid of it. Don't eat it, don't consume it. Fruits, vegetables, everything raw, local farmers market, whatever it takes. But I'm going to tell you that's the number one key. The next one is staying hydrated and moisturizing your skin. So here's my daily routine now. As I get up, and I will get in the hot tub, normally no longer than 10 minutes. Once I get out of the hot tub, then I take a shower. I take a shower outdoors, and it's absolutely amazing. And then I have sugar scrub that I rub on my body. Now, once again, depending on your breakout and what you've got going on, you want to maybe put, and here's my ingredients: olive oil and sugar. That's it, olive oil and sugar. No essential oils, nothing else added. And so this is like a little detox, but then the oil actually helps moisturize my skin. Then what I'll do is, after I take my shower, I use this sugar scrub all over my body, everywhere. And this jar lasts me about a week. And so the ingredients are sugar and oil. Whatever you feel, you may need more oil and less sugar. You may just need to exfoliate just a little. Then what I do is I come inside and I will use this on anywhere that I have a breakout, any spot. It's imperative that you put this on at least twice a day, or something like this twice a day. This is extremely important. This really helps keep any breakout, under wraps. Then I use this Vanicream all over my entire body. So sugar scrub, this ointment, and then this everywhere else. Another one of my favorites is the coconut lime cream by Young Living, and I'll put a link in there for you as well if this is something you're interested in. But this is a really, really great moisturizer. So if I want to take a break from the Vanicream or maybe change things up a little bit, that Young Living, it just keeps my skin extremely smooth. So try to get around humidity as much as possible. Change your diet. I'm wishing you well on this journey and this path. Once again, this is what has worked for me. I can't say that it will work for you, but I can promise you one thing is that if you change your meal plan, it will make a big impact on you mentally, physically, and spiritually, and help get your eczema under wraps. I'll include these photos of what it was like for me in my journey and my path, and just say that I was struggling extremely. I was in so much pain. I hadn't slept for months, and the breakouts were just horrendous. And I did not want to take a Duplexant shot every 2 weeks for the rest of my life. So I knew I had to change something in my life. So I'm going to encourage you to start, first of all, with your meal plan. Keep your skin moisturized as much as possible. If there's any questions or anything I can do for you, feel free to reach out to me. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week.